Welcome to June 26th, 2026. The Singularity just learned to throttle itself. The White House asked OpenAI to stagger the release of GPT 5.6 over security concerns, and Sam Altman told staff the firm would comply, setting a new normal for frontier releases after the administration's recent showdown with Anthropic. The catch, one observer noted, is that throttling slows only how fast labs ship, not how fast they train. So the distance between the public frontier and the internal one widens from here, finally making the old "AGI has been developed internally" joke literally true. The geopolitics follow mechanically. With capability compounding in private, China, 9 months back, gets to catch the public frontier, which has observers predicting a Western ban on its models and even floating an approval regime with criminal penalties for unsanctioned ones. None of this touches the race to recursive self-improvement, so the policy is self-defeating, raising the question of what happens when Chinese releases outpace what the US lets its own labs ship. Brian Romilly calls the wounds self-inflicted, predicting Mythos-class and OpenAI 6-class weights go free and open in 8 months. Arcadia Alignment's Daniel Tan figures Anthropic could dodge the Fable ban by hiring every American at minimum wage, prompting Rune to christen the endgame ultra-space communism. If release is the new bottleneck, efficiency is the escape hatch. Unconventional AI's UNZero generates images on a simulated lattice of coupled Kuramoto oscillators, a physical substrate chasing 1,000 times better energy efficiency while matching the quality leading image generators launched with. The map is filling in. A survey of 1,604 job postings across 6 Chinese labs found them still leaning on NVIDIA while building domestic chips and data centers, hiring engineers with a third the experience US labs demand. They will need the bodies because the work is mutating. OpenAI's own numbers show Codex now generating 99.8% of its weekly output tokens internally, with non-developer adoption up 137-fold since August. That abundance has a price tag, and it shows up at the checkout. Apple raised Mac and iPad prices by $200 or more, its first move to pass soaring memory costs to consumers, sending shares to their worst day in over a year. It is part of a third wave of inflation rippling from data centers to power bills, with Tim Cook calling the spike unlike anything in 4 decades. The cure, as ever, is more. IBM unveiled sub-1 nanometer chips, a 0.7 nanometer nanostack node cramming nearly 100 billion transistors onto a fingernail, promising up to 70% better efficiency within 5 years. The body gets the same upgrade. Absci jumped 24% on early safety data for its AI-designed hair loss antibody, drawing a $100 million round led by Eli Lilly that also bets on an endometriosis treatment. The Chan Zuckerberg BioHub aimed its own AI biology toolkit at rare disease, expanding a network that has backed 94 patient-led groups. Inside the skull, Aleph imaged a living brain's vasculature through the intact skull with ultrasound and open-sourced the pipeline, a step toward a wearable, MRI-grade mind interface. And embodiment went mass market. The Unitree R1 humanoid now starts at $4,900, walking, running, and flipping for a gaming PC price. Naturally, the institutions scramble to keep pace. The Pentagon quietly rewrote its targeting doctrine to let AI initiate wartime actions under human watch, inching past human in the loop. At home, California launched a first-in-the-nation AI unemployment tracker, finding no statewide jobs apocalypse yet, only localized pain among exposed degree holders. Markets are jittery too. OpenAI now leans toward a 2027 IPO after watching SpaceX's shares wobble, though Altman holds firm on a $1 trillion target. Lest it all feel heavy, it also shipped Plant Talk, a weekend build that gives your houseplant a voice through a webcam and an API. The biggest reveals came from the sky. Astronomers logged the first signature ever caught of a black hole's event horizon, the long-theorized direct wave surfacing an event GW250114 and matching a Kerr solution. Closer in, SpaceX told investors Starlink will sell mobile service to U.S. consumers, threatening to upend the carriers. On Mars, Perseverance found macromolecular carbon in Jezero's ancient mudstones, the most robust organic detection yet, hinting habitability was once widespread. Back on Earth, Representative Luna told the Disclosure Forum her committee is handing the White House a list of UAP program whistleblowers slated for immunity. Fittingly, the oldest secret cracked last. The Vesuvius Challenge fully unwrapped Herculaneum scroll PHERC 1667, sealed since 79 AD, and read end-to-end at last, revealing a Stoic treatise on ethics. The Stoics knew it first. You can stagger the release, never the mind.